Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Chasing the Whimsy. I'm your host, Ben. And today we have a special guest who hasn't been with us since... How long has it been since you've been on?
Season 1, I think.
Like the first year one?
Year 1.
And who are you?
A human being. I'm JJ.
Hey, welcome back, JJ. I do get a lot of people asking about you.
I'm sure they have.
Mostly good.
Mostly.
Remind me where your podcast is.
Yeah, I'll get back to it at some point. I just the school, Taekwondo, homework, all those things. Testing's coming up in a bit.
So what was the name of your podcast?
Diary of a Cool Kid.
And what was this podcast about?
Basically, I talked about my school, Taekwondo, and basically just weekly updates.
What else?
I also got questions from my followers.
And
I'd answer them and respond the best I can.
Okay. And what was the middle section?
Hold on. I know this one.
You had a weird. What was the name of this segment? Off the shelf or something?
Might have been. Oh yeah, I did book reviews.
Yeah. You did 4 episodes. You know that they're on the internet now, right?
Yeah.
I
looked at one the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It was a good show. Did your mom send you, or did you watch the clip of the, what was his name, Krish, who also did book reviews?
Yeah, I saw that.
He was literally doing your show. He did very well this year. He won a couple of podcast awards.
Dang.
So it is kind of cool that he's also 9. So whenever you're ready, Chris is looking for a friend or competition.
Oh my.
And those are only 15-minute episodes, once a week, 15 minutes. Are you still reading?
Huh?
You still read a lot?
Yeah, I still read. I just finished what I think I can now call my new favorite book.
And what book is this?
It's called Free Lunch by Rex Ogle.
Free Lunch, Rex Ogle. What is it about?
It's about a kid named Rex Ogle. It's like almost his biography or autobiography. And like growing up, he was very poor, and his family had like all of the free lunch, the food stamps, and other things like that. So it was about his first semester, his first year in 6th grade, trying to survive while all the kids are, not being nice. And his very abusive mother.
And why do you like this book? It seems very sad.
Exactly. That's why I like it. It's very sad.
Okay.
I like sad books.
No huge spoilers, but does it get better by the end?
Sort of. I mean, if it starts off worse, it gets bad. So I mean, it's improvement, but I mean, it's not. I'm not going to say it's good because it really doesn't end up good.
Is it a series?
No, this is the first
one-off.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know anything about this Rex guy?
Yes, actually, I've read a couple of his books. Free Lunch, the 2 other books he's written is called 4 Eyes and Pizza Face. Those are like big graphic novels.
Okay.
And I'd say those are the kid-friendly versions because they're more or less the same story because he has all the same characters. But I'd definitely say that the comic books were the kid-friendly version. And then Free Lunch is the not kid-friendly version.
What would make it kid-friendly versus not kid-friendly?
Well, I'd say the worst thing that ever happened to Rex was his mother yelled at him like numerous times. But in Free Lunch, the worst thing his mother ever did to him was give him a black eye.
Okay.
And bruises all over his arm.
All right, fair enough. That would definitely be worse.
Yeah. his mom and dad are always getting into fights for small little things. Like one chapter, he has to join the football team, and then they just got into a huge brawl.
Wow. What else are you reading?
I also read.
See, look, we could have been halfway done with your episode, your book review. Boom. You have more people than I do.
I like the Diary from a Kid series.
Okay.
I have I have Journal 3 from Gravity Falls, Lost Legends, Adventure Through Time and Space.
Have you read that whole book?
Yeah. It's like a choose your own adventure one.
Okay. Have you read any of the other Gravity Fall books?
I have Journal number 1 from Mexico.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I went to Mexico for a whole week.
What did you do in Mexico? Why would you go to Mexico?
Because we wanted to.
No. Why did you go to Mexico? What did you go for?
Mom help.
It was, when was it? It was the day after what holiday?
It wasn't after any holiday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
It was before Halloween. We went during Halloween.
Okay.
And after my birthday.
Okay, so what is the event that the reason you went up there for was the day after Halloween, which is what?
Dia de los Muertos.
Which means?
Day of the Dead.
There you go.
Technically, it's the same day. Really? Oh, I thought it was the same day.
The first, right? Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, so you go to Mexico. You just cross the border, and then you're doing your Day of the Dead party, or what did you have to do?
So first I spawned in out of Arizona. Then we took a 6-hour drive to San Diego.
Okay.
I kept calling it San Francisco for whatever reason.
San Francisco is like 12
Way
hours
up.
further north. Yeah.
Yeah, way up north. We were in San Diego for a night. We stayed the night there. Then in the morning, like way too early, at like I think it was 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
We woke up, and for some reason I wasn't all that tired. But then we drove to the airport about 20 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to go through all kinds of security, because not only did we have to go through airport security, we had to go through border security.
Right.
So it was practically as like crawling through, but eventually we made it.
Is this your first time you've been out of the country?
No. I once like dipped our toes into Mexico by like crossing the walking border,
Okay.
like for no less than an hour, and then coming back.
Okay.
And then.
So you get on a plane?
Yeah. Well, first we stayed in the lobby for roughly 3 hours.
Okay.
And I mean, it wasn't the greatest lobby in all of existence, but it was actually pretty nice. Once we found our gate, which took like 10 minutes of searching. Once we found our gate, we, picked some seats, we settled down. Our gate was luckily right behind a couple of stores, so me and Dad went to go buy some snacks for the airplane and just to have.
Are these English snacks or Mexican snacks?
Yes, and there was some Gatorade and there was some Gatorade English snacks, and then there was some labels in Spanish.
Did you do you know what is there a Spanish version of Gatorade? Is it like El Gatorado?
Spanish. There was Gatorade in Mexico. Mm-hmm. It was just Gatorade.
Okay.
I mean, the bottle looked a little different.
Right.
Our bottles are chunky. Theirs are skinny.
Okay.
So anyways, we were kind of sitting there for a bit, eating our snacks. I got a Hershey's bar, like an entire Hershey's bar, some M&Ms, and a Gatorade. And then I felt really sick.
Probably because you ate all of your candy.
And then I burped, and then I felt fine.
All right.
And then once it was time for boarding, we got on. And our seats were actually really nice. Like, on Volaris is what I was pretty sure it's called. There are no first class, but you can pay for extra leg space. Mm-hmm. Like, in the very front, like, they have, like, at least 5 feet of leg space.
were they 2-seaters versus the 3-seater? Or
They were all 3-seaters.
but they just had a little extra space in the
Yeah, in the front. And then there was the normal, which was not squeezed, but like it was all padded up, which is really nice. There was no first class. It was all really nice for a cheap airline.
Mhm.
They had some overpriced snacks.
Of course.
Like I saw, like for a meal deal was like $45.
Nice. Is that American dollars or pesos?
It was in pesos.
Do you know how many 45 pesos is to a dollar?
Well, 5 cents is 1 peso. So how many cents? Let's do the math here. So 5 times what is 45? That'd be 9. So
Was that $9?
no, maybe.
Let's just peso to dollar. 250, like 225. That's not that bad.
Actually, like Dad was saying, like things there were like really cheap compared to here. Like one of the items that I got, I forgot what it was, but he said like Dad back home, like he said that would typically cost like $30 and we got it for 10.
Nice, yeah.
So like in American dollars, and a lot of things are pretty cheap.
Okay.
Well, I mean, not cheap but you know what I mean.
But yeah.
Like when I first got there, like we touched down, we left.
So where did you guys touch down to? Where did you fly to?
Oaxaca.
And where's Oaxaca?
Where's Oaxaca?
Central Mexico, South Mexico, South America?
No, it's in Mexico, a little in the center. It's landlocked.
Okay.
A little to the south, but not much.
Okay.
We stayed there for a whole week. We just took in the experiences. Our hotel was luxurious.
Luxurious?
Luxurious.
Why is it luxurious?
Because like as soon as we like looking at it from the outside, it was just a big red building, and it looked all that impressive. It had a couple graffitis on it.
I didn't see any pictures of inside the hotel room.
Ooh, I should show you after the podcast.
Okay.
But like as soon as we stepped out inside, I totally changed my mood. To the left and right of us, there were to the left there was the checkout station, which was really fancy. It had like green wallpaper and like cushioned seats. Then to the right was a waiting area with like a marble table and like glass and marble table, and leather coated, not leather, it was like a really soft cotton coated chairs in the courtyard. Super nice, completely made out of marble. They have an indoor restaurant. They serve the best tacos. Well, not the best tacos I've had, but really good tacos. Second place tacos. They serve some pancakes, which like I think they might have overdone on the baking powder because I could still taste it. Or soda or whatever goes in there. Baking soda. Pancakes were the only complaint, but then our rooms were 2 king-sized beds with a TV that partially worked.
Did you watch a lot of TV? I know that like when you're here, you're big on TV video games. When you were there, did you?
There were no video games.
No, but you like to do more TV-based entertainment. But when you were out there, were you trying to watch TV or were you trying to get out and adventure?
A little both. Like, obviously, I liked my relaxed time, but I loved exploring. We turned, like, Dad brought some thingamajig from home, and, like, it had our Netflix profiles on there.
Right.
So I got to watch exactly what I watched, but in Spanish.
Okay.
And that was really cool. And for some reason, it was like, no. You're going to watch it in Mandarin. Yeah, you're going to watch it in Mandarin because that's obviously the only thing that makes sense.
Okay.
A lot of our electronic devices were being a little wonky because it had since we left the country. I recently just got my tablet, so I brought that with me. And, like, at first it was being a little glitchy, like, who are you?
Right.
Who are you? I see you traveled. Who are you?
that's just safety, because if someone stole it and ran off to Mexico, you want to make sure that they, you want your device to be like, I know who you're not JJ.
Yeah. But anyway. So
What are some of the things that you saw?
Town Square was busy and beautiful. They had a bunch of decorations up, and every night there were really annoying fireworks.
What is Day of the Dead?
So basically, I don't know if it's something like religious or something, but basically they believe that if you put your deceased loved one's photo on an ofrenda, which is basically like it's like almost like stairs, but like with cloth on them.
Okay.
And then
like a 3-tiered shelf with a cloth on it?
Yes.
Okay.
If you put their photo on there and a couple marigolds, which are like flowers that were making me go crazy because all the pollen.
Mm-hmm.
They would be able to cross a bridge from the land of the dead to the land of the living to visit you for that night.
Okay.
Watch the movie Coco. It explains it a lot better.
I think you did just fine.
Watch it.
Did you guys bring any pictures? Was that a thing? Did you guys have brought your own pictures?
Yeah, Mom brought her fancy photo camera.
Okay.
I brought my tablet and my own camera.
Did you bring any pictures to put on the shelf thing?
Yes, we brought Aunt Tetta, great Aunt Tetta, and I said we should have brought Sandy's dog Suki and Grandma's dog Toonie. Yeah. Okay. But that's all we put up there. I know they have a special ofrenda just for dogs.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Good job.
They had a big ofrenda in our courtyard where they let people who are staying in the hotel put their picture there. I don't know if we did though. Her picture was somewhere.
Okay.
So I hope that she crossed over and got to visit me. Look how big I'm getting.
Right.
I still know some of the Japanese she taught me.
You're right there. You're ready to go to Mandarin Chinese.
I only knew konnichiwa.
Just one word.
Arigato.
All right. So, what other kind of activities did you see? Because this whole Day of the Dead thing runs a couple of days?
Whole week.
The whole week.
Like
so the day after Halloween.
When we got there, it was like a couple like celebrations here, like a couple banners there. Not a big deal. They let off like one firework. Second day, it was like they had more decorations, but still wasn't anything that crazy.
Right. They're like, we're doing this for a week. We'll just slowly put out decorations.
And it was like Wednesday, day 3. Or wait, hold on. We landed on Saturday, Sunday. So Tuesday was day 3.
Okay.
Tuesday, then like there were definitely more festivities, but like it was starting to feel more like a party. Before it kind of just felt like somebody threw up some papers, called it a day. It felt more like a party on Tuesday. Wednesday is the day before Day of the Dead. Wait, no. The day before Day of the Dead. Okay. So now they were actually doing like celebrations. This was the first day of actual celebrations.
And what did these celebrations look like?
Concerts, bands playing way too loud. I could hear them from the hotel. Fireworks parade, lots of parades.
Cosplay? You get to dress up?
Yeah. One day we took a tour and we got stuck in multiple parades.
Okay.
It's not a bad problem to have.
Well, yeah, no, for sure.
We visited Montalban. Montalban, I think. It was like where the ancients used to live, like the royals.
And what was special? Hold on. What was special about that place? Like these royals, where did they live? In these little huts?
They lived in like gigantic temples, like 50 humans high. Each like had their own one, I think.
They kind of look almost like pyramids-ish.
Yeah, and like they had like a place where they play like religious soccer.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it just has a lot of cool stuff. And we were there for kind of long, and I got bored after a while. We had to hike all the way up the mountain. Then we had to hike all the way down.
Yeah.
Very trippy. We could see the whole city. It's really cool. Thursday. Thursday was like when it was really ramping up. Like it's like the song. It's like the part of the song right before like the chorus or whatever you call it. It's like really building up that night. Like it was like so tense, or not tense, but like it was so like wound up. And then the next morning or like the whole day, they just blew up.
Nice.
It was like I was awoken to like 50 fireworks like just going off, and
So they just shut the whole day.
The
Fireworks,
whole day.
music, dancing.
like all the stuff. And during the nighttime, like they exploded like for a second time. If the first time they dropped a bomb, this time they dropped like the taser and the Fat Man like combined.
Mhm.
It was really loud that night. I barely got any sleep because of like it was like a right in your ear.
Mhm.
There were a lot of bright colors, and I'm still like 80% confident. Like my eyes still haven't fully recovered, nor my ears, because they've been popped ever since. Like the drive back. I'm still not convinced. I'm still convinced that that's the reason. And my eyes, for some reason, whenever I close one eye, I see everything just gets a tint of red, which makes sense because they had a lot of red things there.
Right.
There were also crazy stuff on sale. The street vendors were some of the best parts because I got a dinosaur outfit, and I also got some like delicious French fries, 10 times better than McDonald's. So good, and like so fluffy and.
So you've been on here a couple of times. You're not one to try new things. So why do you try new French fries in a new country?
They're French fries.
Okay.
Like they didn't look funny. Like if they were like all red and orange and burnt, I probably wouldn't eat them. But like they just look like normal yellow fries.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Like nothing on them. They also sold potato chips, which Mom got, but she put tahini on them.
I think she said they tasted slightly different than.
A little bit.
Yeah.
We also had a Mexican McDonald's there.
I remember seeing a picture of that.
Mexican McDonald's. Yep. It's a real thing. There's McDonald's Mexico.
You know, McDonald's is like global. They're everywhere.
They tasted a tad bit different, but like if you served me both and like mixed them up, I probably couldn't tell the difference.
There are McDonald's in Europe somewhere. I want to say France, but I could be wrong. But instead of like you have your pump of ketchup, you like ketchup, they have a ketchup mayo combinations because they like that combination. That's like their go-to.
Ew. I like a tingy barbecue. They didn't have it there.
Well,
or I just forgot to order.
Fair.
They had a chicken Big Mac.
Yep, that came out over here same time.
Nice. They also had a fish Big Mac, I think.
I don't know if I want a fish Big Mac.
It's like literally a slab of fish. Like they didn't just like catch something and throw it on the burger, but like it was like breaded like a square, and then like they put it on there and they just bite into it. Dad got a weird looking thing. Mom got a cheesecake pie.
Nice.
And then I got like churros, I think.
Cinnamon sugar sticks.
Yeah. Sugar sticks.
Good.
I don't know what this is making.
Would you do it again?
Oh yeah. Go to Mexico?
Yeah.
Totally. There's an excuse to skip a whole week of school.
Or you can go when you don't have school.
One of the locals said that they also have really big Christmas celebrations, so they think in a couple of years we could go for Christmas.
All right.
My stomach hurts.
Probably not a whole week, like hit a 3 or 4 dayer.
The week seemed to go by pretty fast.
Did a bunch. I watched, I stalked you guys on your mom kept posting pictures, so I stalked them.
I believe it.
You were hanging out. Did you have a crown?
Yeah, I had a crown. I got a crown for like 10 pesos.
Nice.
I also got.
So you're just running around with just a bunch of like coin in your pocket, just throwing it at people and be like, "Give me a fucking crown."
I got a really cool necklace. I can go. I got a lot of cool necklaces. I got like cool jewelry. I got journal number 1. It's nothing like journal. It's like 10 times smaller, and like instead of with like being a journal. Well, first of all, it was in Spanish. Second of all, it had this gigantic thing that you could write in.
Oh, cool.
Which I mean, like, cool and all, but like, I don't want that. I want you to like tell me about this mystery.
Was it like a real journal one by Disney, or was it just like their version of what they think journal one would look like?
I think it was a little both. Like, I don't think Disney. So I think journal number 3 was, Disney intended.
Right.
But like, I want to call it ripoff, because it definitely was a ripoff. It was by Disney. But like, you could definitely tell they only did it because the fans wanted it.
Right.
They were like, a couple months of chair, cool picture of Gideon and Bill. They're done.
I like it.
And I will like 80% guarantee that gigantic piece in the middle, they just couldn't think of anything else to put in it, so they left it up to the readers.
Oh, there you go. It's not bad. So
I also saw something I want for Christmas there.
What did you find?
The Book of Bill.
Which is?
It's a new release that came out 2 months ago. It is a book by Alex Hirsch. It is apparently Bill, like, almost writes his own journal, and apparently it's very intense. It even has on the cover for mature readers only.
It's a little bit mature, but nothing super crazy.
Have you read it?
I have done a lot of research with regards to that book.
Dad says it might spook me, but he's not 100% sure. He says the pictures are scary.
Not super. I haven't looked at all of the book. It is interesting because it gets into where Bill came from, and then there was
no spoilers.
No, but it gives the name of the universe that he's from. Then there's like a god version, but then it gets into all of the Bill mythology.
Interesting.
No
more spoilers.
It looks like a very interesting book. If you're interested in like the Bill character.
I am. I very much am.
Lots, like, because you have book 3, right? And there's like hidden messages in it.
Yeah, I can't decipher them. So I'm sure there's some guy on YouTube who like breaks down every single little code. It actually is. I
thought you were code breaking for a minute.
Yeah, for like 60 seconds.
I mean, I want a code break.
I made up my own code. I'm still working on it, but I'm just making it up.
Was it hard? So you're just like, I don't want to do it anymore?
No, I ran out of characters. Now I'm trying to brainstorm.
Oh, no, I'm at like trying to code break.
Oh, yeah.
You're just like, this is too hard, to rather do something else.
Like, one letter takes like 5 minutes just to decipher. And I was like, there's no way I'm doing this for all my free time.
No, but do you ever go on and look at, because what you do is you get a strip of paper, A through Z, right?
Yeah.
And then you get another strip of paper, A through Z, and then you just like, you slide them up, line them up.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's like,
I thought you were a real fan. I was telling everybody you were a big fan.
Yeah.
So why do you want this book if you're not even going to try code break it? There's a bunch of codes in it.
I'll leave that up to the internet to do it for me.
You can tell you're 9.
I'm 10.
You tell you're 10.
I mean, I don't know if you sent it to Mom and Dad, but they showed me a video like breaking down every single code, and then as they got to the end part, they were explaining like, so why am I uploading this now? You may be wondering why. Well, maybe you're not, because I upload at random times. But then they introduced the Book of Bill, and that's when my parents stopped it.
Alex Hirsch there are so many like hidden codes and websites and links and everything else. It's a pretty fun looking book.
It's not Shmeb you unlock.
Yep. Schmebulok.
Some weird thing. I don't really know.
So we're almost at the end of the year. What other? So like you did a bunch of stuff this year. What was the other thing the big trip that you did?
What?
Tonality? Oh, she's not even back here.
Tonality?
Yeah.
You mean totality?
Yes. See, I knew what you were talking about.
The eclipse?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we went to Dallas, Texas, to go see Mom's friend Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
And while we were there, the full solar lunar eclipse, where like the moon goes over the sun, happened, and like it all went like not completely dark because there's still light from like the little edges of the sun, but like for I'd say a good 4 minutes, it was completely dark.
And where were you when you saw this?
The zoo.
Anything crazy happen? Like did like all the birds just fly away and the goats jump over the fences?
A couple giraffes started like running around a bit.
Okay.
And a couple monkeys actually like got angry at a bunch of humans and started like pounding on the glass, like yelling.
That's pretty cool. You still have your glasses? You have a shirt? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Did you do any other cool, fun adventures this year?
I went to the tournament.
Tournament for what?
Taekwondo.
You still doing Taekwondo?
Yeah, I've been at it for at least a year now.
What kind of tournament you went to?
Went to a district tournament in 3 different categories: forms, sparring, and board breaking. I got a gold medal in sparring.
Okay.
And silver medal in board breaking.
How many boards did you have to break?
So there's 4 boards. So if you break 1 board or none, you're out of luck. If you break 2 boards.
Now, is someone holding these boards, or are they stacked up on blocks and you have to try to chop through them?
They're plastic, very like put together boards, and they're set up on like holders.
But are they like the holders? So you have to like, they're not flat. They're around you, and you have to like kick, chop, the 4 of them?
Yeah. It's front kick, side kick, hammer fist, elbow smash.
Okay. And you missed one of those?
Yes, I missed the side kick, and like nobody got the side kick. Not a single person got the side kick for those who were breaking green and blue.
Okay. District. You have a bunch of medals, right? What else? What other events have you been to?
I've been to, that's the second tournament I've been to. The other one I just got silver, bronze.
Okay.
Silver in sparring, silver in forms. Wait, no. Bronze in sparring, and the other silvers were in forms and board breaking.
Very cool.
This is the first time I ever got a gold.
How often do you go to Taekwondo?
My parents expect 3 or 2 times. I like to aim for 3 or 4.
Okay.
But I mean, sometimes I just like go beat the crap out of me, and then I just can't go.
Yeah.
And like my parents know, like for some reason, every Monday and Friday he doesn't go because of some sort of sickness.
You're just lazy.
No. Well,
you have the first day and the last day of school sickness.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I just don't want to go because I'm tired. But I mean, Dad says that he supports it because if I'm tired, that's when I'm more likely to get hurt.
Right.
Or just.
But you still practice.
Yeah, I still practice.
I saw you practice in your form at the park and at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What else are you doing in Taekwondo? I think it's still part of your Taekwondo. What other thing are you practicing?
School.
No. People are stick.
Oh, trombone.
Trombone?
Yeah.
You're practicing trombone?
Mm-hmm. I practice trombone. It's my musical instrument for band.
That's not the one I was referring to. if you're doing Taekwondo and you
Oh,
have
bow staff. You said long stick, and the trombone is basically a long stick.
fair enough. I didn't even know you were playing trombone. So, what are you doing with bow staff?
Bow staff, I learned to form. I learned a couple tricks.
Can you get awards for those for bow staffing?
Well, I get stripes for it, like I'd get on my belt. Once you're a higher rank, you get to do bow staffs at tournaments and get medals for those.
Very cool. You like doing bow staff?
Yeah, it's fun. Hard but fun. I learned a lot of tricks.
You post any of these videos online, some tutorials on how to do some bow staffing?
They do.
Do you?
Not really.
You ever record yourself?
Nothing generally I do, but not specifically for bow staff.
You should record yourself doing bow staff. You can look at like a lot of major athletes watch video of themselves so they can see different angles of what they're doing.
Yeah.
All right, so this trombone, you're in school band.
Mm-hmm.
What do you?
Union Park.
Are you? Is it a band or is it just a class? Like, do you go out and do like recitals and competitions, or?
We do.
Okay.
We haven't done any yet. Like in December.
Like, am I the worst uncle who have never like? Maybe I didn't know you did trombone, but like if you had like, you're like, oh yeah, we went to nationals.
Yeah, we went to go compete like somewhere in Europe.
You're right. You like trombone?
Technically, my goal is for 6th or 7th grade. I want to play the snare drums. But when I asked Mr. Keever what kind of musical instrument path I should take for that, you said any. And trombone was like at the musical interview, which was basically like they hand you a bunch of instruments and they decide which one you're best at. I was the best at trombone and the euphonium. And the euphonium is as heavy as I am, and the case is like double its weight. No way. The trombone it's not light, but it's a lot lighter than the euphonium.
Do you like playing trombone?
It's all right. It's not easy. Definitely not easy. The trombone, you have like the slides, and you have to like memorize all the positions, and you have to go at them at like practically light speed. It's really hard. Like at some of them, you have to go first position like all the way back to all the way out,
right?
Like within a split second.
Yeah.
And like a lot of times, like here,
right?
Like it's all over the place, and your hand gets really tired.
You don't think snare drum is going to be harder than that?
Well, I mean, it's not like I think it's easy, but
snare drum is they're playing 4 or 5 times as many beats.
I'm ready for the challenge.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what happens if there's a cool TV show on, or you're just tired? I'm just messing.
Well, nowadays, I don't know how it was back in your day, back in the 1900s, but now when they release a new TV show, they just have it on for the rest of eternity until.
Well, I know, that's what I'm saying though. It's like you want the challenge of being able to snare drum, but what if a new TV show comes out? Then you're just going to drop snare drum.
Well, no, I'll play the snare drum, and then on my free time, I'll watch the TV show.
Okay, so you say. What else is going on?
That's about it.
You have any plans for Christmas?
Besides the normal Christmassy stuff, like set up the tree, which you're doing right now, giving gifts.
What do you want for Christmas? Let's see if you have like the most 10-year-old answer in the world. 3 things.
Okay, I only get 3 things.
Top 3 things that you want. You're not going to get any of them. I already know what you got. You got socks and hard books. You got lots of hard books.
Okay, I want the 3 things I want for my wish board the most, or vision board the most. The Book of Bill. Okay. Is number 3. Number 2.
So why do you want the Book of Bill? You might as well just ask to watch the YouTube video because you like to look at things. I get it. Never mind. Go ahead. Sorry. Book of Bill.
Number 3, Book of Bill. Number 2, an RC Creeper.
Which is what?
Like you know how like they have the RC cars that like remote control?
Okay.
That's an RC, but like this one, it's like a creeper, and like it walks, and if you press the button, it explodes.
So it's like a walking robot?
Yeah, I'm looking at Mom. She doesn't like that idea.
Okay, so you want RC robot.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll change my answer because Mom's not buying that for me.
Well, I told you, we already got everything. It's literally some socks. I think Grandma got you some like sweatpants, and then everybody else got you books, like real thick, like real hard looking ones. Like they're not even good. I don't even think there's any pictures in them. Did any of them have pictures? They had diagrams.
Oh, okay.
So as you're learning the anatomy of the heart, it kind of shows you what the heart looks like, basically. So maybe a map.
Number 2, Mom kicked out the other idea.
Well, I mean, it's what you want. I mean, I told you you're not going to get any of them, but if that's what you want, RC robot guy, deal.
Nah. Probably isn't number 2 anyways. Ooh, what else? Ooh, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
Which is the second game for Switch?
That's Tears of the Kingdom.
So this is the third one?
Basically, from what I know, it's basically Zelda gets captured, big shocker. Link's come and save her. Big shocker.
Right, so what was the first one? Something, Breath of something.
Breath of the Wild.
And then the second one is what?
Tears of the Kingdom.
And then this one is what? The one you want?
It's a completely separate game.
But is it the same universe? Or is it just...
The Legend of Zelda.
No, but is it... Because the first two are all in the same world. Is this a brand new game?
Yeah, it's a brand new game. Like, no, it's not a sequel to anything. It's not a prequel.
Right.
It is its own game.
So just a brand new world.
Yeah, and Zelda, like, something happens, and then like Hyrule Castle is taken over by these gaps, like gaps of void, and then like Link frees her, and then Zelda has to save the world.
I think they should do one where Zelda is running around with Link, and there's like a party system, and she's out there stabbing people in the face too.
Well, that kind of game already exists.
Not for Zelda. So far, Zelda's still the damsel in distress.
Yeah, and Hyrule Warriors.
Is Link in it? But
yeah.
Is that,
Link and Zelda is in it.
All right. All right. What's your last pick?
The Notebook.
Which notebook? The Notebook. The Nicholas Sparks notebook?
No. Just a plain note, like white like lined paper spiral notebook.
What?
With white lined paper just to write in.
You can Amazon that right now.
Yeah.
Do you not have like $2 sitting in your piggy bank?
I don't have a piggy bank. I have a wallet with over $100 in it.
Give me $2. I'll have it here tomorrow. All right. We're gonna put in this notebook.
Well, I'll just have it on hand, like wherever I go, probably.
So you want a empty blank notebook
lined
for
white.
Just in case?
Well, just to write in.
I know. So
sort of like a diary.
So you want to do a diary?
Basically.
Do you do a diary now?
Yeah. If I had it right now, I'd totally start right now. I think I'm confusing him.
No. So when are you gonna write a diary?
Huh?
When would you write in your diary?
When I'm at home, when I'm at recess. Anytime I have free time and I'm not watching TV. And/or video gaming.
But if you're going to do a 15-minute podcast and book review, you think you're going to have 20 minutes to write in your notebook?
Well, I'm actually interested in it.
You weren't interested in the podcast?
Well, I mean, I was.
Because you came over and you podcasted. I have that episode still that you did by yourself. Then you came home and you downloaded the thing by yourself and you're like, sorry, Mom, I'm just doing it. And then that week, boom, you gave us like an hour, 20 minutes worth of material.
Well, back then I was interested. Now, not so much, but I'll get back into it.
Well, you don't have to, man. You don't have to. Whatever you're interested in, man.
But this I do. This I very willingly do.
All right. I like it. I do a diary. I do a diary called Whimsy Nooners on Monday at noon. and Saturday, Mind Pockets.
Gee, I never guess what it's about.
Mind Pockets?
No, like what the diary's about.
I just talk about everything going on in this week. What kind of TV I'm watching. I jump down a rabbit hole every once in a while. It's just something that strikes my fancy. Want to learn a little bit about it. Just document all that. And then Mind Pockets, I just jot down random ideas and thoughts and then comment on them. That's all I got for you. I mean, you had a pretty busy year.
I mean, I guess that wraps this up. Unless there's another 42 things you want to talk about. How long has it been?
46 minutes.
And your yours are typically an hour and 30 minutes long.
No, I keep them nice and tight to just under or just over an hour. Are you tired? Are you dragging right now?
Yeah, I'm a little tired.
So if I was going to do a podcast where I'm going to start raising some money, right? Do a live stream, play some video games live, and I was going to do a 24-hour gaming podcast. I'm just going to play Zelda and Smash Bros. And Minecraft.
See, I totally do that, but I don't think Mom would let me.
Oh, so you can do that for 45 minutes. You just can't talk to me for 45 minutes?
Well, you know.
What games are you playing? What kinds of video games are you playing right now?
I play Minecraft. I don't even know what it's called. It's like a DC Lego video game. I have it on right now. Minecraft. I play Sonic Frontiers. I play Super Smash Bros. I'm really good at narrating in my head.
Yeah?
Yeah, I narrate in my head a lot. But
if you podcasted, I could be live streaming all this stuff. I can have a.
I would totally.
You have a YouTube page that was this close to being done.
Well, you see, I would, but Mom wouldn't let me.
You don't know.
You wouldn't.
You got to give more than a week's worth of attempts.
Well, you would let me live stream me.
I mean, honestly, your face is gonna be on there. I would sit at home and watch you play video games in the middle of the day.
Cool. Okay, I'm good. That's what I want for Christmas.
No. You can't just jump into live streaming.
Okay, well,
you got to find your voice, because you jump into live stream, you get some really, really bad Mind Pocket episode 35s, and then everything falls apart, and then you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, but you just push through it. Nah, you'll get older. We'll figure it out.
I'll start thinking about it. I'll let you know.
No rush, man. You got a lot going on. So,
including putting up with my crazy uncle.
Yes, that guy is amazing, though. Your crazy uncle. He's been podcasting. This is episode 87. I've almost done 100 episodes of these things.
Dang. I'm sure you're gonna do a big celebration for 100.
What should I do?
You should invite everybody.
I do like that idea.
Or you could live stream yourself, like go to random people's house and throw confetti at them.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I do like the open house idea.
Have everybody come on and say something.
Oh, that was way better than asking Nikki to walk around and record everybody. Where are we gonna do it? Do it here? Throw a big party? You gonna cook?
I'm putting my finger at Mom.
Oh, your mom doesn't cook. Dad will.
I'm putting my finger at Dad.
How much does it cost to get a food truck?
Probably a lot.
Well, how much is a lot? Because I have zero concept of money. So is it
undoubtedly
$200 or $300 a lot, or $1,000 a lot?
Probably a little below 1,000, but definitely no less than I'd say $800.
Oh.
So somewhere in between there.
So you have a $900 swing. Because no joke, for $300, I would totally podcast with the food truck. That would be amazing.
It's like you're stuffing your face while talking about your life problems.
What kind of food truck would you want me to get?
Our McDonald's food truck's a thing.
The burgers.
Yeah, but they don't serve good burgers. They just serve burgers.
Well, to be fair, do you know what my favorite thing about this episode, about you being on the podcast is?
What?
You're going to be like 14, 15, 16, or like 18 one day.
I so owed.
And you're going to listen to these back and you're going to be like, I can't believe I was you were so ride or die for McDonald's cheeseburgers. You're going to be like,
cheeseburger.
There's so many other burgers out there. And you're like, I can't believe I was so
And this is that
one burger.
Oh, in this 16 years, I'll probably still be over one burger. If we're going to be completely honest, I'm a creature of habit. Isn't that right, Mom?
Yeah, but even creatures of habit, like, there's a reason why, like, most adults don't order just regular hamburgers anymore at McDonald's.
Because they're not as fun.
That's it? We just get old and know. So your idea of fun is, like, creature of habit, experiencing nothing new, and just finding the plainest, blandest burger you can find.
It's not bland, it's tasty.
Do you even put ketchup on it?
No, nothing. Just ham and bread. I mean, meat and bread. That's all there is.
Oh man, like
two patties and buns. That's it.
Note takers, I need you guys to remember this episode, because in like 3 years you're gonna be like, Jack in the Box is the best. Jack in the Box is pretty. No, Carl's Jr. Nikki, what's your favorite burger? Fast food burger. In-N-Out's okay. Slightly overrated.
Yeah, I agree. That's what everyone says these days. In-N-Out.
Sonic has a pretty decent burger. That thing is huge.
I only like Sonic because they do fundraisers there. Their burgers are okay. Their fries are good. I'll give them that. Their fries are good. Their slushy's good. Well,
if I wanted to throw out the extra like $2 for it, Culver's is like probably the best burger you can get.
I don't even know what that is.
That is a good. Like, Nikki, you like Culver's?
Recall loving it. I feel that I've eaten there.
Oh, she's a Rally's girl.
I have Rally's friends. I don't know about Rally's burgers.
They have a Rally's down the street by and they have like an amazing like meal deal.
Ooh,
They're like 6 meals for like $4.
You know who really has good fries?
Who?
Arby's.
Regular fries or curly fries?
The curly fries or the season is just.
I mean, curly. You can't go wrong with curly.
Exactly. Our seasoned fries are arguably some of the best.
So episode 100, I get a food truck. I can just go to McDonald's and spend $4 and get you just a couple buns and some meat.
Yep. Typically costs $27, but
that's all you. I would order a food truck, and you want to celebrate episode 100 with just 2 pieces of bread and a skinny piece of meat in them.
Well, it depends if they're serving the McFlurry, because then I get the McFlurry.
No McFlurry for you. I got a food truck, man. I got to figure out how. Someone needs to tell me how much a food truck costs.
Search it up.
Tacos? Is taco a decent food truck? Or do we go like typical burger? I would do a taco food truck.
I feel like you're looking at a food truck like a caterer. Typically, food trucks show up to an event to sell and purchase.
Yeah.
You're gonna make us buy food from the food truck that you have.
No, so the food truck would show up in front of my house or the park, and we would have paid for whatever. Like, so there's like 20 of us, and then we would just have like hired them to just cater our event, in which whatever the normal menu is.
Then you need like the taco ladies. Ladies that will show up with like their like portable grill, and they'll just make like tacos right there in front for you, and it's amazing. And you just pay them based on the size of your party.
I don't really care. I just want. Can they put it all in a truck?
I don't think you understand where the food truck is.
No, like the food, because I'm not going to hire 2 food trucks, but
Right,
like,
except
get a
for-
food truck to come up, and then like if they do burgers or pulled pork, then everybody pulls up to the window and they order whatever they want.
I do pulled pork.
It would be like a portable McDonald's, and you can order whatever you want. That
Now you
doesn't
got
taste
me
like
intrigued.
garbage.
Now you got me intrigued. Portable McDonald's? Heck yes.
In theory, you could do it. You could franchise out. I
I'll
bet you
just
could.
buy McDonald's and be like, okay, now I need food trucks. Go, here's the money. Take it. Go buy food trucks.
Do you think that's what McDonald's needs? To be fair, I think if you were at a random Comic-Con of some kind and you had a McDonald's food truck out there that was reasonably priced, that thing would be crazy big.
Exactly. And then we'd make more money and then become a gigantic hamburger empire. Wahahaha.
You think so until you're old enough to watch Founded, and you can find out what happened to the real story behind the 2 guys that started McDonald's. They're currently not running the thing anymore.
Yeah, I'm not 36 and old and like watching all this politics and stuff.
Not politics. It was just a movie.
My 10-year-old brain just thinks that if I buy stuff, I can rule the world. That's how my simple 10-year-old brain thinks. And it's probably how it's ever gonna think.
You think you're gonna have a 10-year-old thought process forever?
Absolutely.
So when you're 14, you're not gonna have a 14-year-old mindset?
Nope.
You're just gonna be stuck at 10?
Yep.
Aw. You don't see the stuff that your mom and dad do? You don't think that they're doing cool things? To be fair,
Well, I mean-
10-year-old mindset doesn't get you to Mexico.
No, a 9-year-old does.
9-year-old doesn't even get you to Mexico.
Well, I mean, I just have the 10-year-old thought. The rest of my mind would be how old I am. But that 10-year-old thought is just a part of my brain that's still 10 years old. But the rest of it is 14%. 14 years old.
All right. When are you going to come back? Are you going to come back on for episode 100 if I do an open house?
Sure. The fans love me.
Maybe. They forgot who you are. They thought they were all subscribed to your stuff. It's all right. We're going to see. I need some pictures we can put up of your all your medals and stuff. We'll have you on a little bit more often so people can be like, oh, yeah, I remember that kid.
Yeah.
All right. You know how to end the show?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Whimsy.
Yeah.